Do you feel the vibes?
What's up, YouTube? It's Carolina Calvin coming back to you with another video, and welcome to my preview of Super Bowl 53 between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams. Now, I didn't do a video on the championship game, but my picks were the New England Patriots beating the Chiefs, and I picked the Rams. I actually picked the Rams to beat the Saints. If you know why I picked the Saints, it's for obvious reasons. Now, there's a lot that went on in that game with the no call that everyone who watched the game knows about. And if you didn't watch the game, you still know about it. But heading into the Super Bowl, you give Bill Belichick 2 weeks to prepare. And if you know how, regular season coming off bye weeks, going to the playoffs coming off a bye week, and the record is insane. This guy, he prepares for everything. He takes advantages of teams' weaknesses. No coach, sorry about this, my phone. No coach in the NFL game plans better than Bill Belichick. It's why he's at this point where he's at of winning his sixth championship, potentially winning the sixth championship. It's why he's been to the Super Bowl multiple times. It's why he's been in the championship game, because he game plans. He adjusts even at halftime. He adjusts during the games, and you see so many things out of the Patriots offensively and defensively. But I'm gonna go through keys for both teams, what they have to do to win the Super Bowl, and of course I'm gonna do my picks. I'll start with the Patriots. Offensively, keep doing what you're doing, running the ball. Tony Michel's been great. The offensive line has done a great job of running the ball. They've had a bunch of different packages that you haven't really seen from them throughout the season that they brought into the playoffs. And that's what I'm talking about with coaching. Coaching goes so far. But I think being able to run the ball, and Tom Brady's going to be Tom Brady. James White, I think, is going to be important as a pass catcher, because I think the Rams had trouble against Alvin Kamara, which Alvin Kamara is a tough cover for any team. But you could see them really coming out of the backfield, really slowing down that pass rush and dumping it down to James White. The Rams are aggressive defense. They which can be a good thing, because you'll be able to make the play, you'll be able to make the tackles, you get tackles for losses. But it also means a team like the Patriots, screen passes, pick plays, stuff like that, will burn you bad. And the Patriots are the type of teams, they'll take that. They'll take the dump off to the running back 3-4 yard gain to slow down that pass rush, and the guys start getting tired, and that's when they really start to pick you apart. And that's why they've been as successful as they've been throughout the years. But running the ball for the Patriots, and like I said, Tom Brady's going to be Tom Brady. James White, the usual guys show up. But I think running the ball is going to be the most important thing for the Patriots. Because coming in, everybody's, worried about, what Tom Brady, and you should be. You're worried about what Tom Brady's going to do. So being able to run the ball, it just gives them another dimension they had throughout the playoffs, running game. So I think running game, they get that going, no way the Rams beat them. The Rams going to have to make them one-dimensional. They have to. Because the Patriots able to split and able to play off the play action is curtains for the Rams. Defensively for the Patriots to really slow down the Rams, because the Rams' offensive line, in terms of a run game, in terms of running the ball, they've been great. You got two good running backs. Todd Gurley wasn't as involved in the NFC Championship game as he's been throughout the season, and definitely not against as he was against the divisional round against the Cowboys. He kind of sat out the game. I don't know what was wrong with him. I don't know what was said, but he didn't look hurt, but he just didn't play that much. He made some mistakes, but you got one of the best running backs in the league. He was sitting on the sideline. Now, they won despite him, but they're going to need him to play well in terms of pass blocking, catching the ball, and of course as a runner. C.J. Anderson's been good, but he's no Todd Gurley. So they got to really need for him to step up. And I know I'm talking about the Rams, but I kind of goes into what the Patriots defense needs to do. They have to control the line of scrimmage. Bill Belichick teams have been difficult to run against because he's not going to let you carve his teams up running through the gaps. He's not going to let you do that. If you're going to beat his teams, you're going to have to run to the outside. Now they got guys that can do it, but being able to control the line of scrimmage, slow down the run game, and make Jared Goff throw the ball. Now, Jared Goff, he made some big plays against the Saints. Complete credit for him. He had some big conversions down the stretch of the game. But throughout the season, he's won some games when they had to put on his back, but the team has struggled when he has to essentially take over. So forcing Jared Goff to go out there and make the plays, I think, is definitely a key. They can't let them get the running game going. They can't let them get and I always talk about the running game in the playoffs. It's so important. It's so important because teams are able to play off that. And this is a passing league, and teams are geared to play the pass, and that's where you get them. You run the ball on their ass. Keys for the Rams: defensively, being able to play and teams. And Wade Phillips is a great defensive coordinator. He was defensive coordinator in 2015 for that championship Denver Broncos team that beat the Patriots. Now, I think overall he definitely had a better defense there, but he has some playmakers on his Rams defense without question. But I want to start with the defense for the Rams. Being able to take away the short stuff for the Patriots, because it's one thing they'll do. They'll take the short stuff and methodically drive down the field on you. Taking away the short stuff is going to be important. You got pass rushers, but Tom Brady had, throughout his career, when he's on, he's eliminated pass rushers with great with quick throws. He's protected his offensive linemen, making him hold the ball for an extra second or two. And you got Aaron Donald. Interior pressure is against Tom Brady's not a running quarterback. He moves well in the pocket, but one thing quarterbacks like a Phillip Rivers, like a Drew Brees, Tom Brady, they don't like that pressure up the middle. So Ndamukong Suh, who had a great game against the Saints, I think he had 1.5 sacks. Aaron Donald, they can get that interior pressure. They can really disrupt that New England's passing offense, because that's one thing that Tom Brady, guys coming off the edges, he just step up. He wants to step up, but when you have to make him move side to side, and you can essentially, if he does step up, he steps up right into a man being there. That's how you can really rattle him, and he can make mistakes. We've seen him happen. So I think that's definitely a key for that Rams defense, being able to get that interior pressure, and then also the guys in coverage, just making them hold the ball for an extra second and allowing these guys to get that kind of pressure. Offensively, Todd Gurley. The running game is going to be important because, I don't know, like I said, Jared Goff made some big throws against the Saints, but I don't know if you want him throwing the ball a lot. Now, this is Super Bowl. He's going to have to make the throws. He's going to have to make big throws during key situations. But I think it would help out a lot. And same could be said, obviously, for both teams. You trust Tom Brady more with the football than Jared Goff. But being able to run the ball, the strength of your offensive line is running the football. You have one of the best run-blocking offensive lines in football. You got two quality backs. One, at one point during the season, was the MVP candidate, referring to Todd Gurley. And the other, C.J. Anderson, who's had 1,000-yard seasons in the past, has been good for the Rams. He was good in the Cowboys game. He played a lot. He played majority of the snaps against the Saints because Todd Gurley was just sitting on the sidelines. He's going to have to play. Running game's going to have to be important. Because I don't know if you want to just keep throwing against that Patriots secondary. Stephon Gilmore, Jason McCourty been great this season. I don't know if you want to sit there and throw, Cooper Kupp being out throughout the season. Obviously, they still made it to the Super Bowl without him. But this is a game where, you want all your guys to be healthy, and he could be a huge help. But, you play with what you got out there. They made it to the Super Bowl without him. But I think running game, being able to dominate the line of scrimmage, that's what the Rams can do that. You keep Tom Brady on the sideline. You keep that offense out of rhythm, and you got to put up points. That will force the Patriots into a pass offense. Now, that puts the ball in Tom Brady's hand, of course. But with your pass rushers, maybe you can get some pressure on them. Like I said, you make him hold the ball a little bit longer. There's so many moving pieces in football. There's so many things that you can that can affect even different sides of the football. Like I said, being able to run the ball, put up points. You can put the offense out of rhythm because they're not on the field. But for my picks in this game, this is a tough one. My head says, I'm gonna go with what my head says. I got the Patriots 34-24 winning the Super Bowl. Tom Brady gets his 6th ring. I don't know. I think the experience, giving Bill Belichick 2 weeks to prepare for your team. You got a Rams team who they have the talent to beat them. I mean, it's any given Sunday, but even still, they have the talent. I mean, you got the guys on defense. Aaron Donald's one of the best defensive players in football, if not the best defensive player in football. You got Aqib Talib, who he probably has the most experience on the team, being there with the Broncos and with the championship Broncos. You got the offensive line, you got the running backs. Jared Goff, I think, at one point was overrated, but I think he's finally come back to the pack. There's still people that don't trust him, especially in a game like this, but he can make the throws. He showed that against the Saints. And if I said last week, I meant to say against the Saints in the championship game. But I'm going to go with the Patriots, like I said, 34-24. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Who do you have win the Super Bowl? I guess you can give a score. And we're the last game of the season. Sucks because you go into this long off season of talking about the draft, talking about free agent moves once all that happens. But it's still interesting to talk about. But I'll probably be back once, at least talking football stuff once I hear more about the draft and I look at more information about the draft. But like I said, let me know what you think down in the comment section. Like this video, hit that thumbs up button, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.